Hey, what's up guys? Steve here. And today we're going to take a look at the 50 highest selling 1995 through 1999 basketball cards from the PWCC weekly auction that ended on October 2nd. And we'll kick today's list off at number 50 with this 1996 Topps Season's Best Michael Jordan, card number 1. This was a BGS 8.5 and it sold for $103.20. This card is a pop of 60 and a BGS 8.5 with 229 copies graded higher, including a pop of 107 and a BGS 9.5 for the 107 highest graded copies in a Beckett slab. Up next at number 49 is this 1996 Metal Net Rageous Die Cut Penny Hardaway, card number 2. This card was authenticated by NBA and it also sold for $103.20. Coming in at number 48 is this 1998 Stadium Club Never Compromise Michael Jordan, card number NC1. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $115.20. This Jordan is a pop of 79 in a PSA 9 compared to a pop of only 26 in a PSA 10. Kobe makes his first appearance on today's list at number 47 with his 1996 Upper Deck Exclusives rookie, card number R10. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $120. This rookie is a pop of 1,220 in a PSA 9 compared to a pop of 267 in a PSA 10. Make that back-to-back appearances for Kobe at number 46, this time with his 1996 Topps Chrome All Etch, card number AE15. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $126. This Kobe is a pop of 139 in a PSA 10. Up next at number 45 is this 1999 SPX Radiance Mitch Richmond, card number 89. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $132. Serial numbered out of 100, this is the only copy of this parallel showing up in the PSA population reports. Coming in at number 44 is this 1996 Topps Michael Jordan, card number 139. This was a PSA 10 and it also sold for $132. Graded over 5,700 times by PSA, this card is a pop of 1,570 in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 43 is this 1996 Upper Deck Kobe Bryant rookie, card number 58. This was a BGS 9.5 and it sold for $138. This Kobe rookie is a pop of 806 in a BGS 9.5 with only 8 copies graded higher, all in a BGS Gold Label 10. Up next at number 42 is this 1997 Skybox Z-Force Super Boss Michael Jordan, card number 10. This was a BGS 8.5 and it sold for $144. This card is a pop of 37 in a BGS 8.5 with 110 copies graded higher, including a pop of only 1 in a BGS Gold Label 10. Coming in at number 41 is this 1999 SPX Michael Jordan, card number S20. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $150 even. This Jordan is a pop of 232 in a PSA 9 compared to 102 in a PSA 10. Dennis Rodman makes his first appearance on today's list at number 40 with this 1996 Metal Net Rageous Die Cut, card number 8. This card was authenticated by NBA and it sold for $156. We get another player making his first appearance on today's list at number 39, This time with this 1996 Metal Net Rageous die-cut Shaq, card number 7. This card was also authenticated by NBA, and it sold for $162. Up next at number 38 is this 1997 Upper Deck Tim Duncan rookie, card number 114. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $174. Graded 1,345 times by PSA, this Tim Duncan rookie is a pop of 105 in a PSA 10. Make that 4 straight players making their first appearance on today's list at number 37, with this 1997 Bowman's Best Preview Allen Iverson Atomic Refractor, card number BBP1. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $210. This card is a pop of 19 in a PSA 9, with only 2 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. Up next at number 36 is this 1995 Skybox EXL No Boundaries Michael Jordan, card number 1. This was a PSA 9, and it also sold for $210. This Jordan is a pop of 169 in a PSA 9, with only 35 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 35 is this 1996 Skybox EX2000 Kobe Bryant rookie, card number 30. This was a PSA 8, and it sold for $222. This Kobe rookie is a pop of 2,225 in a PSA 8, with 882 copies graded higher, including a pop of only 24 in a PSA 10. Jason Kidd makes his first appearance on today's list at number 34, with his 1999 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor, card number 7. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $264. This Atomic Refractor is a pop of 3 in a PSA 9, with 4 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 33 is this 1996 Topps Chrome Michael Finley Refractor, card number 101. This was a PSA 9, and it also sold for $264. This refractor is a pop of 9 in a PSA 9, with only 3 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. Shaq makes his second appearance on today's list at number 32, this time with his 1996 Finest Refractor, card number 146. This was a PSA 8, and it sold for $276. Without the protective coating, this Shaq Refractor is a pop of 7 in a PSA 8, with 27 copies graded higher, including a pop of only 7 in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 31 is this 1997 Stadium Club Hardcourt Heroics Michael Jordan, card number H1. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $300 even. This Jordan is a pop of 158 in a PSA 9, compared to a pop of only 33 in a PSA 10. And kicking off the top 30 of today's list is this 1997 Topps Chrome Tracy McGrady Rookie Refractor, card number 125. This was a BGS 9, and it sold for $312. This rookie refractor is a pop of 146 in a BGS 9, with 56 copies graded higher, including a pop of only 1 in a BGS Gold Label 10. Up next at number 29 is this 1996 Hoops Hot List Michael Jordan, card number 8. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $312. This Jordan is a pop of 155 in a PSA 9, with 54 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 28 is this 1995 Stadium Club Michael Jordan, card number RM2. This was a PSA 9, and it also sold for $312. This card is a pop of 80 in a PSA 9, with only 10 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. Up next at number 27 is this 1998 Skybox Thunder Liftoff Kobe Bryant, card number 3. This was a BGS 9.5, and it sold for $348. Graded just under 100 times by Beckett, this Kobe is a pop of 49 in a BGS 9.5, with no copies graded higher. Coming in at number 26 is this 1998 Topps Season's Best Michael Jordan, card number SB6. This was a BGS 8.5, and it sold for $372. This card is a pop of 56 in a BGS 8.5, with 87 copies graded higher, including a pop of 7 in a BGS Gem Mint 9.5 for the 7 highest graded copies in a Beckett slab. Up next at number 25 is this 1997 Skybox EX 2001 Gravity Denied Die Cut Michael Jordan, card number 9. This was a PSA 8, and it sold for $372. This Jordan is a pop of 74 in a PSA 8, with 31 copies graded higher, including a pop of only 2 in a PSA 10. Michael Finley makes another appearance on today's list at number 24, this time with his 1996 Skybox EX 2000 Credentials Parallel, card number 15. This was a PSA 8, and it sold for $384. Serial numbered out of 499, this card is a pop of 7 in a PSA 8, with only 1 copy graded higher in a PSA 9. Up next at number 23 is this 1996 Ultra Board Game Michael Jordan, card number 7. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for just short of $400. This card is a pop of 37 in a PSA 9, compared to a population of only 15 in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 22 is this 1997 Hoops Dish and Swish Michael Jordan, card number 5. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $462. This Jordan is a pop of 46 in a PSA 9, with only 10 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. Up next at number 21 is this 1998 Topps Legacies Michael Jordan, card number L15. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $528. This card is a pop of 164 in a PSA 9, compared to 41 in a PSA 10. And kicking off the top 20 of today's list is this 1997 Stadium Club Michael Jordan, card number T1B. This was a PSA 8, and it sold for $540. This Jordan is a pop of 28 in a PSA 8, with 131 copies graded higher, including a pop of 67 in a PSA 10. Up next at number 19 is this 1996 Skybox Premium Net Set Michael Jordan, card number 8. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $630. While this Jordan is a pop of 53 in a PSA 9, there are only 9 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 18 is this 1997 Stadium Club Michael Jordan, card number T9B. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $720. This Jordan is a pop of 26 in a PSA 9, with 20 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. The Mailman makes his first appearance on today's list at number 17 with this 1997 Hoops High Voltage Karl Malone, card number HV20. This was a BGS 8, and it sold for $720. Serial numbered at a 500, this card is a pop of 1 in a BGS 8, with only 3 copies graded higher, all in a BGS 8.5. Up next at number 16 is this 1999 Stadium Club Chrome First Day Issue Dirk Nowitzki Refractor, card number 75. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $780. Serial numbered out of only 25, this rare First Day Issue refractor is a pop of 1 in a PSA 9 with only 1 copy graded higher in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 15 is this 1996 Finest Michael Jordan Refractor, card number 127. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $900 even. With the protective coating, this refractor is a pop of 62 in a PSA 9 compared to a population of only 24 in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 14 is this 1999 Topps Chrome Kobe Bryant Refractor, card number 125. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $1,200. While this refractor is a pop of 45 in a PSA 9, there are only 10 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. Up next at number 13 is this 1999 Skybox EX Essential Credentials Future Dirk Nowitzki, card number 11. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $1,290. Serial numbered out of 50, this Dirk is a pop of 3 in a PSA 9 with no copies graded higher in a PSA 10. Paul Pierce makes his first appearance on today's list at number 12 with his 1999 Skybox Apex Cutting Edge Warp Tech, card number 2CE. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $1,470. This rare die cut has only been graded 3 times by PSA, and a PSA 9 is a pop of only 1 for the highest graded copy in a PSA slab. Coming in at number 11 is this 1997 Hoops High Voltage Michael Jordan, card number 14. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $1,500. This Jordan is a pop of 73 in a PSA 9 with 18 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. And Jordan makes back-to-back appearances to kick off the top 10 with his 1996 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor, card number 80. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $1,860. While this Jordan Atomic Refractor is a pop of 75 in a PSA 9, there are only 15 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. We get another player making their first appearance on today's list at number 9 with this 1997 Upper Deck Game Jersey Charles Barkley patch, card number GJ1. This was a PSA 8 and it sold for just short of $2,000. This Charles Barkley is a pop of 6 in a PSA 8 with only 2 copies graded higher, both in a PSA 9. Up next at number 8 is this 1996 Flair Showcase Row Zero Kobe Bryant Rookie, card number 31. This was a BGS 9.5 and it sold for $2,100. This Row Zero Kobe Rookie is a pop of 172 in a Beckett 9.5 with only 7 copies graded higher, all in a BGS Gold Label 10. Coming in at number 7 is this 1998 Skybox Premium Slam Funk Kobe Bryant, card number 1. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $2,310. Graded only 70 times by PSA, this Kobe is a pop of 21 in a PSA 10. Make that 3 straight appearances for Kobe at number 6 with this 1998 Skybox EX Century Dunk and Go Nuts Kobe Bryant, card number 6. This was a BGS 9.5 and it sold for $2,520. This Kobe is a pop of 66 in a BGS 9.5 with the Beckett population report showing a 5 copies graded higher, all in a BGS Gold Label 10. And kicking off the top 5 of today's list is this 1995 Topps Michael Jordan Power Boosters, card number 277. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $2,520. This Jordan insert is a Papa 51 in a PSA 10. Up next at number 4 is this 1995 Finest Michael Jordan, card number 229. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $2,760. With the protective coating, this Jordan is a pop of only 24 in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 3 is this 1998 Black Diamond Quadruple Dirk Nowitzki Rookie, card number 92. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $3,240. Serial numbered out of 50, this Dirk is a pop of 10 in a PSA 9, with only 4 copies graded higher in a PSA 10. Up next at number 2 is this 1995 Upper Deck Michael Jordan Auto, card number 335. This was a PSA DNA Authentic Auto, and it sold for $3,360. Without an autograph, this Jordan currently goes for around $80 in a PSA 10. And topping off today's list at number 1 is this 1998 Metal Universe Tracy McGrady PMG, card number 51. This was a PSA 6, and it sold for $5,160. This PMG is a pop of 3 in a PSA 6, with only 2 copies graded higher, both in a PSA 7. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.